to wear a cape or fight off villains for a living. It can be someone like a family member or someone close. For me, it's my grandma because she is brave, generous, and kind. Generosity is a thing that takes place in her heart. She buys my sister and I clothes and toys every year for some holidays. She lets my sister and I get things at the store when we go shopping and lets us stay extra long when we go to splash or a different water park/swimming pool. She spends time couponing and watching for sales for my family so we can go to fun events. Since she reads the newspaper, we are able to go to the circus because she spotted tickets in the paper. She also talks to her friends, and we can do things with their kids that are my age or younger. My grandma is extremely brave. I don't mean a little, I mean a lot. For a while, things were going great. I visited my grandma almost once or twice a week, and I had no worries. Then things started to happen, bad things. My grandma started going to the doctor more often and taking a lot more medicine that makes her sleepy. I can't visit her as much, or I couldn't visit her as much, and I started to worry if she was going to be okay. Finally, my mom sat me and my sister down and told us that my grandma had cancer. I took this seriously and began to cry and stop moving. I thought she was going to die. My grandpa died from cancer, and I didn't want the same thing to happen to her. From then on, all except bad things started in my head. I couldn't focus in school, and everyone kept asking me what's the matter, but I couldn't bring myself to answer. After a few long months of painful waiting and crying, she was finally clear of cancer and didn't have to go to the doctor that much anymore. Finally, my grandma is kind. She hugs me every time we meet, and when I feel the warmth of her hug and the friendliness of her smile, I feel safe, like a bird in a nest. She provides a roof over my head and food to eat when I stay over. When we met, my grandma was generous enough to give us was generous enough to let us live at her house until we found a new house. I hope she didn't mind me and my sister. We always fight. I am proud of my grandma for being brave and standing up to cancer and telling it who is boss, and not only for that, but for also all the tragic things throughout her lifetime. My grandma is my heartland hero.